Hey guys, what's going on? Anthony here with Pistons Talk. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday morning so far. In today's video, wanted to talk to you guys about this Piston Power article. Now, this article was written this week, and it basically was, should the Detroit Pistons look to trade Bojan Bogdanovic? Now, I know a lot of people get upset when I talk about trading players, but we're just reacting to an article. This doesn't mean I want to trade Bojan Bogdanovic. We're just going to react to the article, see if it makes sense for Detroit. If it does, I'll give you my personal opinions on it. If it doesn't, I'll keep it 100% with you. You guys know I don't, pull any punches. I'm a very blunt person. So let's go over to the article and see what this trade package does consist of. So this is the trade Piston Powered it did come up with. Now, I'm not going to read you what they wrote on the articles because personally, I don't give a shit. I just don't. I don't really care what they have to say. I'm more focused on this trade that they did come up with. Now, in their trade, they had the Detroit Pistons sending the Atlanta Hawks Bojan Bogdanovic, Cory Joseph, a 2023 and a 2024 second round picks in exchange for the Atlanta Hawks forward John Collins. Now, before I give you my personal opinion about this trade package, I want to go over and show you guys how much John Collins is set to make over the next few years. So let's go over to his contract really quick. Let's look at John Collins' contract because he was involved in this trade. So just so you guys know, he did sign a 5-year, $125 million contract back a few years ago. We're going into the second year of his $125 million contract. As you guys can see, he's making $23.5 million this season. Next season, he's set to make $25.34 million. In 2024, 2025, he's set to make $26.5 million. And in his player option year in 2025, 2026, he's set to make $26.5 million as well. And he'll be an unrestricted free agent in 2026, and he'll be 29 years old when this contract does expire. Just wanted to educate you guys on how much he's actually currently making and how much cap space it would probably cost the Pistons long term. So this is Bojan Bogdanovic's contract. Now it says upcoming contract extension, as you guys can see. Now this is his full contract extension details. If you guys are wondering, he's making around, I believe, $18 million this season. But going into next season, he's set to make a flat $20 million. Now, to me, this is where Bojan's contract is so tradable, and it's so, to me, I think it's a contract that a lot of teams look at, and they're like, this is a very attractive contract. So if we go to 2024, 2025, when he's 35 years old, it says $19 million, right? But right down here, 2024, 2025, only $2 million is guaranteed. And it becomes fully guaranteed by June 30th, 2024. So what does that mean? Well, it means going into next season, he's set at $20 million. But the following season, he's only guaranteed at $2 million. It doesn't become fully guaranteed until the summer of that season. So I think that's why Bojan's contract is so attractive to a lot of contending teams, or just teams that are looking for shooting right now. So we're going to go over the Cory Joseph's contract and break that down for you guys next. So Cory Joseph, even though he is part of this trade, we'll go over his contract really fast for you guys. So this season, he's making $5.1 million. He'll be a UFA this summer at 32 years old. You don't have to worry about the player options. He opted into it this summer. So we really don't have to worry about it. He is considered a salary filler in this contract. So I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts of this trade, and should the Detroit Pistons do it or not. So my opinion on this trade. Now, we went over the contract details and what would this mean for the Detroit Pistons on taking on John Collins' contract for the next 4 seasons. Don't do it. And here's why. I think John Collins, the player, is very talented. I'm not denying that. I think he's one of the better players in this league. I think he's an explosive power forward. I think he would make a seamless fit next to Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. But when I look at the contract, I just don't see him as a $20 million player. And I think if the Pistons do want to trade for Bojan, I think they can get a better trade package than John Collins. I would rather keep Bojan on this team than trade for a John Collins who's on a very huge contract. But that's just my opinion. And I just don't think it's worth it if you're Detroit. Now, I mean, there's probably going to be some fans that said, yes, I would pull the trigger if that means we can get John Collins locked up for the next couple of seasons as their power forward because he is only 25 years old. I get both sides of the argument. I'm just on the fence of no, I would not want to trade for John Collins because that is a whole lot of money to be invested into a power forward that, if we're being honest, he isn't the best three-point shooter. I mean, he's average, but he's not like an elite three-point shooter. If I'm going to be trading for a power forward, I need to know that he can play next to Jalen Duren and stretch the floor. And I just don't think that's John Collins. But let me know what you guys think of this trade package that Piston Powered did come up with. Would you make this trade if you're the Detroit Pistons? Talk to me down below in the comments section, and I'll talk to you guys down there. Like always, hope you guys are staying safe. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.